Welcome to Shared Passing Thoughts. Okay, today we are going to be using a Amethyst Sapphire deck. Let's go ahead and shuffle. Okay, we want to make sure that our opening hand has a 1, a 2, and a 3 cost card. And roll, and then she's going to go first. Okay, so we're going to keep Flounder. We'll keep Merlin. He can help us dig for cards we want. We only want one Merlin, so we'll go ahead and put that one on the bottom of our deck. We want to go ahead and get rid of Let It Go. Too high of a cost to keep right now. And we'll go ahead and get rid of one of these Madam Min Fox. We've already got another one. We definitely want Mickey. And the crab will be good. Merlin crab will be really good if we need the extra strength, since some of our cards have low strength. Develop Your Brain can be good for digging for cards that we need. And then Maleficent helps out a lot with getting that draw. So let's go ahead and ink Develop Your Brain. Card better to play late in the late game. Flounder gives us really good board presence by having 2 strength and 2 body, with its 2 willpower. So 2 strength and 2 willpower will help us, and then being able to quest for 1 lore. So we can see that she's playing Ruby. And then she's probably going to be readying her characters and doing a lot of challenging, so yeah, just deciding between, do we want to do, what do we want to ink, but then also, do we want to play Grandma, or do we want to play Merlin here? I'm going to go ahead and do Grandma, and the reason is because she will go ahead and give us more ink, so that way we can ramp up. Better to do that in the early game, where Merlin's a little bit better at the late game, so that way we can go ahead and get better cards, so we don't need the lower level cards. Okay, so we do see that she is playing Amethyst Ruby, so she's going to be able to draw, slow us down on lore, and be able to challenge. So we lose 1 lore. Hades is going to be really, really good when we're able to play him, so we do want to ramp up to get to him. Again, develop your brain better later in the game when we're really needing to look for the things that we need. Right now we're just trying to set up. So we go ahead and play Mickey again to give us more ramp so we can get into Hades if we need him. So we're going to go ahead and quest both of these, so that way we can go ahead and get our 2. It looks like her strategy is to kind of stall until she can get more ink. So she's going to be trying to take away our lore. Yeah, we do have some potential to play cards here. We could do Maleficent to draw. We do have Hades eventually to play to remove something. We have Madam Mim if we do need to return something, like we could return Mickey to get another enter the battlefield ability, and then just go ahead and rush with Madam Mim. Okay, so Friends on the other side, so she's going to get to draw 2 cards. Really good card. Okay, so she's going to remove our Flounder. Okay, so we have Merlin Rabbit. Really good card for drawing, even when it gets removed. So we get to draw 1 card for that, and we get Let It Go, which is another really good option just in case we need to remove something. ahead and gain 2 lore, and let's continue. Okay, so she's going to be drawing with her Maleficent, but we have a better board presence right now, so even with her slowing us down with removing our lore, we're gaining more lore than she's able to remove. But she is just trying to stall us so she can get more ink. We are ink ramping though, so we should hopefully be able to get to our bigger stuff, such as Hades, whenever we need to play it. So if she plays something really good, we can just play Hades and remove it. Again, we're just drawing more cards so that way we can get to better stuff, but also so that way we have more cards in our hand so we can ink things that are not as useful and keep what we might be useful later on. Now right here, going ahead and returning Mickey so that way I can use Mickey again for its enter the battlefield ability. Madam M's usually better to play though if you can go ahead and rush with her that turn, but there's not really a lot going on at this point on her board. So right now if we lose Grandma or if we lose Merlin Rabbit, we're fine. If we lose Grandma, we get more ink. If we lose Merlin, we're drawing another card, so neither one of those is a major loss if we end up losing one of those. And see here they come in with Maui. Really good challenge removal card. It's not odd for Maui to be able to remove 2 cards on his own, sometimes even 3. But see there, we go ahead and draw another card, so not a big deal. Maui is something though that we do want to remove. We don't want Maui to stay on the board, because he's just going to be able to remove 2, maybe 3 things. So we have to deal with Maui. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and quest with Maleficent so we can go ahead and get 1 more lore. We need to keep up the lore pressure to at least some degree. So we're going to go ahead and return Maleficent so that way we can draw again. Take out Maui so we don't have to worry about Maui continuously removing our lore potential. And we'll go ahead and remove Maleficent as well. So their board presence is now really low, and we can quest with Grandma and go ahead and get 1 more lore. So we're almost halfway there. This is a slower moving lore deck, but it's more about control. So it's more about, you want to ramp your ink, you want to draw cards. You can use Madam Mim to rush. And then you can control the board with Let It Go and Hades. So we're probably expecting some kind of Maui or some kind of removal card to come down, most likely. Now if they have a Dragonfire, they probably really don't want to play that. They want to save it. Yeah, okay, so Rafiki. A good rush removal piece. So maybe another Maleficent. Something else at a 3 cost here. Okay, still trying to slow us down with the lore. Now the only thing is she is slowing us down with lore, so we do lose 1 lore. However, we're able to gain 2 lore per turn. The other thing is we're keeping more cards in our hand, so when it comes into the late game, we should be able to outplay in the late game. And that's why we're holding on to our Hades and Let It Go. just in case we need to remove something. Because it seems like they're building. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and play the Merlin Rabbit, draw a card. And we'll go ahead and play Mickey so that way we can get another ink. So we have plenty of ink. Even if we want to play Hades, we can play another card even after playing Hades. So we're going to get 2 more lore. We're up to 9. So they're probably looking for enough ink in order to play something like Aladdin. Maybe even a Be Prepared. Which if they do play a Be Prepared, we do have Merlin Rabbit to draw us a card, and we have Grandma Tala to give us more ink. And we have plenty of cards in our hand. So even if a Be Prepared is played, we will have more ink than them. We will have more cards in our hand. Okay, so they're playing another Rafiki. We're going to probably get our Mickey. Yep, there we go. So Mickey's gone. Okay. So they're going to go ahead and remove our Grandma. And that's one of the things about Grandmas. A lot of people don't want to remove it, but the longer that Grandma stays on the battlefield, it's just going to keep questing and just getting that one. Okay, so didn't challenge Grandma. With how much lore we have and how we've been able to keep a better board presence, they probably should have removed Grandma there. I know they probably didn't want to lose Rafiki, so they could challenge twice next turn, but they should have just gone ahead and removed Grandma there, and then they could have gotten one of our other ones that we quest with on the next turn. Okay, so now we're just doing an overwhelming board presence, but still making sure that we have cards in our hand to play. So we're returning Mickey so that way we can get more ink. Again, the more ink we have and the more cards we have in our hands, the more we can just flood the battlefield. Did make a little bit of a mistake there with Madam Mim. Should have quested with Mickey first, but is what it is. It happens. So again, 10 ink. With 10 ink, we're going to be able to play a lot. So this is really good, especially with having 5 cards in our hand. We'll have 6 next turn. We don't have any more draw cards in our hand, but we can still ink with Mickey. And we can still do Merlin to try to get a better card on top of our deck. But right now we're in a really good position because we have Hades and Let It Go. And we have a lot of cards on the field to quest with. Playing a Be Prepared right now would really be the thing that would mess us up. But it wouldn't be that bad because we would still get an extra ink. So that would put us at 11 ink. And we would still get to draw a card because of Merlin Rabbit. So at this point, they'll probably attack Merlin Rabbit. Go ahead and get rid of him, since he does have 3 willpower. So they're having an ink problem. At this point, with them having difficulties being able to play a card, I'm assuming we're probably at the GG point here, even though I need 9 lore. See, that's going to help them to draw, but they're having to pay so much ink. So that's an entire turn just gone on drawing a card. It's a good card, but it is a little slow. It's cool that it's consistent, and there's not a lot of item removals. So, okay, so probably gonna. Well, no. See if they have another befuddle, but they may be having an inking problem. So that does get them up to 7, though. So I'm assuming, unless they just drew that with the mirror. So Rabbit's probably going to go here. Yep, Rabbit's gone, so we're going to go ahead and draw another card for that. All right, Merlin Goat. So yeah, we're gonna get a free lore for playing him. Whenever he gets removed, that's another lore. So now we're at the point that I think we're looking at GG unless they have like Be Prepared. But even then, our situation is looking really good. So even if Goat goes, then we still get one lore. If Merlin goes, we're going to get to look at the top part of our deck again. We're going to definitely keep Hades just in case things go wrong. And then even if the grandmas go, we're getting to get extra ink from that. So we're in a really good position even if Be Prepared is played. Because we're going to gain a lore, gain 2 ink, and we could look at the top card of our deck, but we want to keep what's on there. Yep, GG. So, and that is the Amethyst Sapphire deck with a bunch of the new cards in it, such as Merlin Goat, Merlin Squirrel, Madam Mim Fox. There's a few other ones in here we didn't get to see really, like Sisu. Yeah, fun deck.